Tim. Tim finally going live. We going live, guys. So we headed over to YouTube. Catch you later.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on with my IG. Okay, the YouTube should be live now. I'm trying something new. You already see Spice in the building. I supposed to reveal that. I wasn't supposed to. I supposed to just be on the screen by myself, and I'd have left the screen up. Spice, let me. I'm trying.
It's all good.
Let me try to get on. IG tripping. I'm trying to tell the people to pull up. Okay, it say I'm live. Let me tell the people to pull up so we can. I see some people pulling up already. I see people pulling up already.
I told them
What's
we
happening,
are, I told them
Tiffany?
we on
Tiffany in the
YouTube.
building. What's up, Tiffany? Y'all, I was supposed to reveal Spice. I was supposed to reveal Spice. Y'all feel me? Hey, y'all pull up on for the lunchtime lesson, man. I'm going live right now with Spice. Spice up in here. She fun. Spice fun to do a lunchtime. Let's take this. First time ever lunchtime lesson takeover. We got Spice in the building. I'm trying out something new, y'all. Y'all work with me. I'm trying out something new. Let me
Gotta put the
know.
muscle. Gotta put the muscle.
Put a yes sir. Hey Tiffany, put it up and put something in the chat. If I sound good, put a one in the chat. If I sound good, if I'm looking good, I know I'm looking good. I'm an old man, but yeah,
I know you
feel
look
me.
like you gotta shave, you got a little shape up, like you're looking fresh. Boy looking fresh
Yeah,
over
all
there.
right. Spice gon' we're gonna let Spice do the thing. I wonder can I know I can share my screen.
I think I
All right,
can. I think I can share my screen.
let me see
Let's
if
see,
it'll let you
share.
share. Let me see if it'll let you share. Let's see what's happening. Let's
I'm
see if
sure it
it'll
is
let you.
easier with two monitors, but I only got one because you only need one. You
Okay,
only
boom.
need boom. Here
There you
we
go.
are.
We're gonna share Spice screen. Boom. Y'all see, y'all feel me. Look, why they got fancy on the Spice? I done got fancy on them. You feel me?
And
Okay. We got Spice in the building. Spice doing the lunchtime lesson takeover, man. I ain't get a chance to trade today. Anybody that was on my live earlier, y'all heard me doing my old man rant because somebody made me mad. And I don't trade on Tuesday and Thursday anyway. I don't trade live on Tuesday and
really,
Thursday. Yeah, that's part of my rules. That's part of my
wow.
rules.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I
I just trade
respect
live
it.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like
All
everybody,
right.
that's everybody know. Like we big on following rules. Like if you got a
Yeah,
rule,
yeah, for
stick
sure,
to
for
that
sure.
rule.
For sure, for sure. So what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm a year to my sis, my cousin, my folk, and I'm gonna let her, you know what I'm
That's
saying,
love.
break down
I
break
love.
down a few trades, a few setups. You going over stuff that you called today or just stuff in general?
Yeah, like something. I guess we could talk about today since it's a lunchtime lesson. Might as well tell people. Just tell people, what you see and how you do everything, how you get set up. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this market and this volatile time. Well, I
Yes,
will
yes.
preface that by I was not expecting to see 4100 this early. It's a little early for the time. You know what I mean? I was like, ooh, but Russia, Ukraine,
It's hell.
everybody gets a little scared. So
So y'all
it
strap
happens.
in. Y'all strap in to get ready. I'ma close my mouth if I can, and I'm gonna let Spice take the floor and I'm gonna let her break down. You know what I'm saying? That whatever trade she want to break down, whatever setup she want to break down. If she want to do it on the ZBES, like I say, she a phenomenal trader. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she a far better trader than me, and it's just give a perspective, somebody else perspective. It's always good to have a different perspective, cause don't nobody know everything. Don't nobody know everything, so it's just coming
That's
from
for sure.
another perspective. So with that being said, let's get it, fuego.
All right, all right. So I
Yeah.
mean, I want to start out by saying, shout out to all the bomb bullies in the world. Everybody know how much I love y'all.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
hey,
Bully, bully,
we
bully
rock,
gang.
we rock so hard, and I rock for y'all. But today, we just talk about the ES. I was on the wrong contract for the bonds, but it still worked out. Like I do my bonds trades in sim now because bonds are a great way to teach you patience and stuff like that. And then when you hop over to ES, it's easy. It's just waiting for your time and striking immediately. Um, so I woke up today and I'm like, ooh, 43. I was like 41. Oh my gosh, we've gone too far too fast. Like too far too fast. Cool. I'm like, where was the lowest point this whole night? Because I'm sure, like if you notice here, now mind you guys, these lines, I promise you they were already there. Hand to God, they were already there. I don't make this up. This is just things that the market have shown, and they just my lines just correspond. You know, so for me, I was looking and I was like, all right, if I wanted to be a buyer today, which I do want to be a buyer today, let's see how. First, I was like, first when I woke up, we were trying to flirt with this line right here, this 1819 line for a level of support. So I was like, all right, that's not really where I want to be necessarily. I want to be a little lower. Maybe we'll see how 13 reacts. 13 didn't react how I wanted it to. Okay. And we moved lower, and I said, you know what? If it gets to '03, I'll buy it. Now, sometimes I'm a little slow on the money and it just be out of there. Tim, I can't tell you how many times I got left. Like it hurt.
At
But
the bus stop.
just your hand going like, hey, get me out of here. But I knew that, if we were to break, if we were to get above, even if it touches '09, I know we can move. So for me, I'm like, all right, I couldn't get '03, but I'll take '05. Because the ES, they got that swing, so they'll come and get you, and then you'll be like picked up, and then it'll be just green from there. And so for a little bit, it was wrestling with, I believe, '04, '04.25. So I'm in '05. I'm here, and I'm like, all right, as long as you don't give me a closure underneath, I'm willing to let it go if it gets underneath '02, because that's the lowest point that it was willing to support the last time the market was right there. It's a little higher, but it's for profit taking sake. But so '02 for me, as long as it doesn't close underneath '02, '05 is safe. I don't care. Like we just gonna let it move. And once I saw that buyers were willing to support as high as 16, that's automatically a go. As you can see, that's previous. Here you go. You just watch this candle, and as soon as it's able to support here, you're able to get to at least to this point. Well, here, I would say 82.
Yo. And we you know how I like to do on the lunchtime lesson spice. I like to break it down to the simplest terms for
And
people.
it's
So
simple.
so so I'm gonna be the question man right now. So
Go ahead.
looking at your chart, I see you looking at like 60-minute candles right here for your
Mm-hmm.
day trades on the ES. It looked like you're doing it based off of levels for your day trade. For your level one, are you doing it based off levels? And two, how far back do you look for support on that level to the left?
The first question is yes, it's levels. I love, what I'm saying, like especially the ES, they really do follow a
Oh, they
levels
somebody
based.
said
That
they
just
somebody said they can't hardly hear me. Y'all can't hear me.
oh,
Am I talking too low? Can you hear me better now? Can y'all hear Spice?
can you
Spice
hear
doing?
me? I'm like, I'll speak up. I don't have a problem.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me better? Can y'all hear Spice? I'm able to hear you. Can you hear me good? If y'all can hear both of us good, put a one in the chat. Okay, I can hear both. Yes.
Cool, cool,
Good.
cool.
Good. Now just talk louder, Tim. Food with y'all. Anyway, let's go. Let's break it down, Spice. So yeah, you say levels. You say you trading levels, and then like how
How far back? Yeah, how
how
far
far
back
back do
do
you
I
look
look?
for support on that level? Yeah.
As far back as I can see activity, you know what I mean? Like, so I'll just, you can't see it on this chart.
Yeah,
So
you
I
just
would go
shrink
to
it
a
down.
higher,
Okay.
yeah, I would just go to a higher time frame and see, like, hey, so the last time we were down here, what happened? And what am I willing to take a trade from? Where do I feel the safest, you know? And
Okay.
for me, I'm always like, I always tell the bullies, I'm like, yo, you gotta stay in the pocket and stay home. If you stay in the pocket, you don't have nothing to worry about. You could at least get out. You'll be able to get out even if it's not to necessarily where you think your target is gonna go. You'll be pretty green before you even like think about like, oh man, maybe I should take this off, you know? You'll be
Yeah,
super green. Don't worry about it.
for sure, for sure. And then okay, so you on levels, you doing levels. Far back as you see activity on that level. And
Hmm.
do you have a like a time a preferred time frame to take your entries and looking for like um the best level of support? Do you like trade off of the higher time frame levels and enter on a lower time frame like a 5 minute,
Yeah.
or do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'll look at the 60s. I'll look at the 60s and then I'll head over to the 5 minutes and then I'll see like, where am I willing to take? What am I willing to do? And I always like I said, I always like to be in the pocket. So I know 5 minute support comes in around 450. So as long as we have a closure, they're willing to support me lower.
Mm-hmm.
It's I like it's they're willing to support me lower, and we could go.
Yep.
We
And
could
for
go
anybody, for anybody that's tuning in, or anybody that's new to it, when Spice say a closure, she meaning like when that candle on that time frame.
right here.
Yeah, if you're looking at a 5 minute candle, once that candle closes, that's a 5 minute closure above or below that level. If you're looking at a 60 minute candle, that's a 60 minute candle. That's a 60 minute closure above or below that level. So you want to see where those buyers and sellers are, you know what I'm saying, willing to take it, we're willing to keep it. Because they'll take it anywhere with a wick, but where they willing to
Hmm.
keep it at. Yeah.
Yeah, I always say prove who you say you are. You know what I mean? Just prove who you say you are, and once you do that, I'm always game. I'm always good for a good game. I'm always good. Sometimes maybe they might catch me, and I'll be like, "That was a good game. That was a good fake."
Yep,
But
good fake. Y'all pull up on YouTube. Spice doing a lunchtime lesson takeover. She's breaking down, you know what I'm saying, a levels trade. She talking about levels trade and giving us some game from a different perspective. Tim don't know everything, man. Tim, it's people out here that's fire. Y'all pull up on YouTube, man. YouTube.com/slash the new TLR if you don't know. If you don't know, you need to be subscribed. So subscribe. Go ahead, Spice. I'm sorry.
nah, you good. You good. You are so good. And then the only other, I think, the next trade was, I want to say, yeah, it was definitely the 40, 45, 44 short, which was, I was like, oh, man. I didn't take it because I was like, hey, I made my money for today. But if somebody wanted 45 short, you just look, you see wicks, 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 and sure, look, the wick goes all the way up here to 64. But as long as you know you're willing to be like, if it crosses 4150, I know I have a little wiggle. At least I know I have wiggle room down to 4450.
Yep.
So let's just see what happened. And as long as they don't cross 4950, it's fair
So
game for them to go. It's fair game for them to go back and to support off of something that they didn't prove yet.
yeah, yeah, and I appreciate
Here.
that Tiffany Spice. Tiffany say she love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Tiffany say I love it. See, I'm fancy with it now, so I can put it on the screen, Spice. Hey,
Oh.
and for people that's not familiar with the lingo, you know what I'm saying? I'm real familiar with the lingo that Spice putting down. So when she calling out the numbers, it's like you see it's like the last two numbers of it, like the if she say 41, if she say 20, it's
Yeah.
the last two digits. It's like
It's the
41,
last two.
41,
I,
31, 41, 35.
yeah,
And
exactly.
so just looking at and I like this right here because it's a total different style to me, because just looking at the way you doing it, Spice, it's like it looked like you sniping in that little consolidation range based off the levels that it's showing you. Like it's like you went from, what was that, the first long you took it off of, what, 23 you said?
I took it from 4105.
Oh,
I was
5.
here, yeah,
Oh
4105.
yeah,
I was right
4105 you
here.
took the long, and
hmm
then you
I
you
let it
told
go at, yeah, I let it
yeah.
go at 25. I don't care.
Yeah, you
I'm
let it go
like,
at 25, and then you told him to take it at the you told him to take the short. So when I say sniping in the range, like you going up and down, you taking it going up and down. Like me when I'm trading, you know what I'm
you
saying?
like to be a holder.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
understand.
I'm just looking for it to go. Like once I get mine, like I ain't trying to go back to the other way. I ain't trying to go back to the downside. You know what I'm saying? I get in, get my money, and I'm gone. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I like that you know what I'm saying, you willing to take a trade going up, take a trade. That remind me of Boyd traded going and coming.
Whatever's gonna pay me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, going
Hey,
and
if
coming.
I take a, if it, it gets me 20, because I trade one contract. I trade one contract, so if it give me 20 points one way, all right, cool. Give me 20 points one way. I know you going back down, so give me 20 points the other way. Why?
Yeah, yeah. And then real quick, break it down a little bit. When you was talking about taking the short, break it down a little bit how you can tell that was a good level, cause just looking at it, I can see it, but since you don't got it marked, kind of break it down a little bit for them to, you know what I'm saying, understand why you know that that's a good level to try to take short, or a potential level to take short. I ain't gonna say a good level, a potential level to take short.
So potentially, right? Once again, this is the I'm just following the previous places of resistance. So as you can see, 45 right here, those are the top two wicks. So as long as we can keep a closure underneath here, 45.50, it comes down here. Cool, you are willing to support, but you have some untested people down here at this 26 level.
Hmm.
So you're just evaluating how far up. All right, these two, I'm assuming to be resistance. If it gets past this point, if it gets past 49.25, let's see how far it can go because I want to see where you close. But as soon as you cross here, cross right back over here after you started green and turn red, I'm game for that. I'm like, oh, okay, but I'll take you here, knowing that I have a little wiggle room to the top. So I know when I'm wrong sooner. I'd rather know when you're wrong sooner than because knowing when you're right, that's hard to guess, right? But you know when you're wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Accept that you're wrong quick. Speaking of accept that you're wrong quick, what typically, like, how do you typically go about, like, risk management? Do you got like a set risk management for every trade, or do you just do it based off what the trade is? Like, how to trade for trade is
No,
different.
no, because for me personally, I just like to be like I say when I like to be in a pocket, like
Hmm.
10 ticks,
Yeah,
10 ticks on the ES. So I know that I'm in the pocket. I'm at that pivotal point where I know, hey, before 10 ticks comes in, whether I'm right or wrong, just based on the candle, just based on the way the candle is moving, you know, when you're feeling like especially on the ES, the movement of the candle is
y'all pull up on YouTube. Spice doing the lunchtime lesson takeover. Pull up on YouTube.
difficult. It is feeling like, all right, this is a place of resistance, and it's feeling like it's going up, but it's not going up as fast, I guess, because I trade off the Superdome, so I'm watching the way it's like moving and contracts are moving. And do I care about the contracts moving? Not necessarily, but you could tell when it's at that time that you should be like, ooh, it's
Oh,
time to
Spice.
go.
Oh, okay. We fun to stop everything you talk about right now. Break down the Superdome. I ain't never talked about the Superdome. I don't trade the Superdome. Y'all fun to
Wow.
get exclusive. I'm fun to put Spice on. I'm about to put on the hot seat. Y'all getting the exclusive. Hit the button. Break
Wow,
down.
that's
We ain't never
crazy.
talked about no Superdome trading on here. I talk about Ninja Trade all the time, and I ain't never traded the Superdome. Break down the Superdome. Y'all getting the exclusive.
Yeah, just depth of market, and I have, but is it level two data? So I mean, not that I care anymore. I used to care about it a lot more, but now I'm just like, oh, this is just people. This is a conversation, if you will. Like it's just people talking back and forth, and we'll see who wins. That's how I always like to say it. I'm like, you can say whatever you want, but just let's see who wins. Um, but yeah, so for me, the Superdome, I don't know, it's just a comfort thing. Like I tell everybody all the time, like if you're a chart trader person, like it's cool. Like I don't really care. But I just felt like for me personally, chart trader was harder for me to catch my entry. I'm like, okay, I want to buy here. And by the time I felt like I was buying there, it was too late. And then I'm like, oh no, I'm missing out on the trade. And this is earlier, and
Mm.
that's how FOMO used to catch me. It was like, oh no, I missed out on my trade because I was fussing around with my chart trader. And now I'm like, all right, calm down. It's not that serious.
Okay, so on the Superdome, you could just like buy and sell on the left and the right. Like you can just go
Yeah,
there
that's a
and limit.
buy.
You
Yeah,
can
buy
limit. You
limit.
can. You,
Oh, yeah,
don't
you
don't
could
get
buy
in now.
limit. No, 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 no. It's no, no, no. It's this is on my sim. Don't worry about it. It's on my sim.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
But you
see the
could
color.
just
I see the light gray.
marketive touch. Yeah, you could do a marketive touch. You could do a buy stop order, stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the market of touch. What you was telling me about the other day. Like you put the mark, and if it touched there, it'll get you in at a market order right there. That's how it works.
Yeah, it'll be as soon
Okay.
as it touches, it'll fill you on. It's so for me, I was just like, oh, that's a tool I could use for a breakout.
So the market of touch is it's kind of better than the limit because sometimes if you got a limit, it'll come kiss you but won't pick you up.
Exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. I feel you. I like that.
I was like, oh, this is good for. This is a great uh, tool to use if you're like trying to hit like a momentum swing. Like you're like, as soon as it breaks here, I know it's gonna go to the. I know it's gonna go to the moon. So you get the marketive touch, and psh,
Okay,
it's
okay. So
beautiful.
just for the breakdown, I'm asking this for myself now. I ain't gonna act like I'm asking for nobody else. I'm asking for myself now. So like on the Superdome, I see it's got the prices in the middle,
Hmm.
right? And so that's just like when you look at that chart, you see the candles going up and down, and
Yeah.
then it's like the number of bids and ask on the left and the right, and then it's bouncing around to show you like what's going, like what's the you know what I'm saying, like the where it's selling it. The yellow one is like the last one that went
Yeah, that's where price is currently.
where price is
And you can
currently. Yeah.
hold it. Yeah, you can hold it if you want, just to see like, hey, which way is it going? So, 50 20 now it's going down from where.
And so the green and the blue is that like the bid and the ask. Like if you got it
Hmm.
on the chart trade, it show you like the bid and
Yeah,
the ask. Okay.
exactly.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of dope. I might start playing with that. Soup, look at that, man. Y'all getting all kind of gems today, man. Y'all got Superdome. Y'all got Levels Trade broke down by Spice herself. Show two different trades that she called for the bullies today. One of them she say she took herself. What was it like? Was it 20? What you said it was? 20 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, got a 20-point trade coming off
Oh,
levels. I used
it's
to trade
okay.
levels all the time, but y'all know I done switched it up to just be strictly on my little price action, watching the price. I don't really put levels on the only levels I mark on there is where I be looking for it to go for liquidity. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
No, I understand. I understand. I just felt like it was like, ooh, we dipped into a nice pool. There's
Yeah.
nothing down here but wicks. If you want to look at it that way, there's nothing down here but wicks, and let's see, like you know what I mean. Like there's nothing. If there's nothing but wicks, that's buyer pressure. What I'm scared for, I'm at the lowest point that I could. I'm almost at the lowest point I could possibly be before the week's end, and then I know I'm wrong.
Yep. And before we tap out Spice, I ain't gonna hold you forever. When you getting ready to go in, like what's your like normal routine as far as when you come in and look at it? Like how do you try to like determine the daily bias, or you just open it up with a clean slate and just trade what you see?
I typically go into the market with a bias, just because it's a lot easier to make a decision. You don't have like you're not at a place where you're like, oh, I could have bought, I could have sold, I could have bought, I could have sold. You're just literally seeing it for what you naturally see it as. You know what I mean? At some point in the market, there's going to be a time to buy, and at some point, there's going to be a time to sell. So. Um, you could always, for me, I like to start my day with, okay, so what is the first move? Because I want to be done. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here. I like looking at the market, Tim. I love it, swear. But I don't want to be looking at it all day.
Yeah.
Like that's not my vibe. That's not my vibe. I'm a try to get to lunch, grab a beer with friends type of person.
You
So
feel me? You
the
feel me?
the fastest I
My
can
mic cool.
the fastest I can skedaddle out of there is that's the one I want to do. So I just try to see, hey, what is going on right now and what's gonna make me my money, and determine a bias from that. It's like, okay, so what happened? What happened throughout the night, and what is now occurring? And you
Yeah.
just break it down like that, and you make your money, and then you get to get you get to have the rest of the day to do whatever you want because everybody deserves that.
Yup. Y'all, if y'all still on IG, pull up on YouTube, Spice breaking it down. We about to get off. You can watch the replay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's cool you say that cause like it is no matter how you trade, no matter what your approach is, everybody pretty much doing the same thing. Like you say, you looking at what happened overnight. You know what I'm saying? You want to see what the price was doing while you was sleeping and slumbering. So you so you know what I'm saying. So you know how to you on the side with your double dutch trying to see where you can get in. You over here with the you feel me? So yeah, it's like everybody like pretty much doing the same thing, man. It's all about what I'm saying, understanding what you looking at, what I'm saying, finding what fit your trading style and then executing, man. It's money to be made out here. You know what I'm saying? It's money to
For
be made
sure.
out here, and it's all about finding something that click for you. Like I say, I don't know everything. That's why what I'm saying, I'm glad it's dope that Spice came through. You know what I'm saying? Spice came through with the lunchtime takeover. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm willing to share the stage with anybody because it's like, what I'm saying, I've learned stuff from, what I'm saying, all kinds of
Yeah,
people. You feel me?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You pick up it's whatever fits, your trading style as comfortably as possible. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm just like, however you like to trade is however you like to trade. You know what I mean? As long as it's based in logic and based in
Yup.
reason, listen. I'm here to clap for everybody. I just want everybody to win. Like I don't care.
That's
Like
what's
I don't
up.
care who you are. I'm just here to clap for everybody. So
Do anybody got anything they wanna ask Spice before we get up out of here? Do y'all got anything y'all wanna ask her? I don't know if it's a delay on this one, Spice. I know on the other one, I know it's like a 15-second delay on the other one. I don't know if it's a delay on this one. Y'all got anything y'all wanna ask Spice before we get up out of here? I'm about to start the countdown in my head. 15. Let's win. Tiffany say let's win.
let's
15.
win. Like that's all. You know what I mean? Let's everybody. I just want everybody should win. Like that's all I care about. Do the things you love to do. Get instead of doing the things you have to do.
when
I'm
I
I'm
pop the
here for
thing up,
love.
when I pop the thing up, do you see it pop up on the screen like that, Spice? When I hit the
Yeah, I
thing?
see a game splash with the
Oh yeah,
fire.
okay, okay, yeah. There you go. Hey, don't look like nobody got no question, man. So we gonna get up out of here.
I love it. I
Hey,
love it. I hope everybody understood. And maybe they take something away and add it to their trading repertoire.
yeah.
Uh, for sure.
Add it to your trading repertoire. So Spice, she already broke down saying, she start checking. She want to see what the price action did overnight. You know what I'm saying? She look at the 60s. She might go to a higher time frame to see if it ain't no 60s with no good activity at that time. Look at a level from a higher time frame. You know what I'm saying? See what level you trading into. Once it trade into your level, see how if they supporting it. If you getting closures above or below it. If you getting closures below it, you know what I'm saying? They probably they acting like they want to go down. They bad enough to keep going down. Now who they gonna get? They gonna get their big brother and keep going down. They gonna get their cousin and keep going down, or the buyers gonna be like, nah, boy, get out here and buy it back up. You know what I'm saying? See what that level doing and then get in where you fit in. Stay in the pocket. Ain't that's what you say, Spice? Stay in the
Stay in the
pocket.
pocket. Yeah, stay in the
Yeah.
pocket. Stay at home, stay in the pocket.
And she
When
and
you
she
stay there, it'll be
oh, a
when
quick
you
question. Let me
yeah, I was trying
somebody
to
said
read
quick
that.
question. You could let me see what it say. Quick question. First off, appreciate y'all. JT's three counter closing the gap rule. If it doesn't, is that gap over or you keep it in mind? So if it don't close the gap, do you consider it over? Or do you keep it in mind? Personally, me, it depends on like if it trade into the gap and then it either sell up or sell down, right? I ain't really considering that a gap that I need to look at no more. But if it don't never get into the gap, I keep it in mind. I keep it in mind if it don't get into the gap because it may not fill that gap then. It like especially depending if it's a higher time frame, it might come back and get that gap tomorrow or 2 days from now or a week from now. But once it trade into the gap and then start moving back out, it ain't got to completely fill the gap for me. Like if it, yeah, that's just personally. But I don't really trade gaps like that anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I don't
King
really
Illy.
trade
I
like
know Jay about to do a gap. He about to do a huge gap master session. Maybe I don't know. You could check it out. But for me, like I don't trade gaps. I tell you, I'm Stevie Wonder to them. I'm I'm
yeah.
blind. I'm just like
Yeah, cause the
I don't
way I
see
do
it.
it, the way I do gaps personally is like I just look forward to revisit that gap, and like most time I'm trying to take it off the bottom of the gap if I'm going short, and try to take it off the top of the gap if I'm going long. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking for it to close the gap. I'm just once it revisit that gap, I'm done with it. You see what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, I understand. I'm like I'm sorry. I'm not a. That's not my. That's not my
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, gaps. But I do look at like the three counter gaps where counter one and counter three don't share a price. I do look at those and I'm waiting for it to revisit that, you know what I'm saying, to like take my entry off the bottom of the top. But I don't be looking for it to yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. But it's all
Appreciate it,
about
bully. Yeah, with the
yeah.
muscle, got it. Shout out to all the bullies. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's but you just gotta find your trade. Find your trade, back test your trade, perfect your trade. I'm telling you, man, if you get one setup, if you get one setup that you master and just trade that one setup for a year, even if you don't get a trade every day, you know what I'm saying? You'll
It's
be a
gonna be
beast.
profitable. Yeah, it's
You'll be a beast because like
absolutely.
if you master that one trade, you know what I'm saying? Getting man hitting 20 points on the ES. Man, you ain't got to take no trade every day hitting 20, 30 points. If you get 20, 30 points a day on the ES, you know what I'm saying? You eating good like Spice. You feel me? But yeah,
You know,
man.
I call it. You know, I just say that. Yo, we just getting some change to get some
Just some
change.
change. Just some
Just some
change. That's
change.
all we do.
Just
That's
some
all we
change.
do.
The jingle
Hey,
jingle.
Spice, I ain't even told you the other day. His brother at church, he came up to me. He came up whispering. I'm like, "What you whispering for, bro?" I said, "Hey, man, hey. Word on the street, you doing pretty good in that stock market, man." I said, "Man, I'm doing all right, man." I said, "Man, word on the street, you sitting on about 1 million." I said, "Man, I'm just doing okay, man. I do okay." Oh, I know what that means. I already know what that means, brother.
That's why I don't even do it every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even do it every day to like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I really don't even be doing it every day. I hit with the
Man,
positive messages and stuff like that. Because everybody be coming out of woodworks. You be like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you say, Tiffany? Say I'm hollering. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, Spice, for pulling up, man, for the
for sure,
lunchtime takeover.
anytime. You already know. You already
Like,
know.
yeah, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. Like I say, if y'all want me to bring Spice or anybody else back for the lunchtime lesson, you know what I'm saying? Y'all put a one in the chat if y'all want me to bring Spice or anybody else back. You better act right in front of company. Better
Nah,
put
it's
better
all
put
good.
out.
It's all good.
Let me see a
I
one. I better
promise.
see a one. Hey, it ain't that much of a delay. Yeah.
I
There
promise
you
it's
go.
all good.
Okay, there go. I see some ones. Yes, that was good. Okay then. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes, that was good. All right, Spice. We go get out of here, man. I know folks still working. It's the middle of the day. They probably got their phones in their cubicle. But yeah, man, to the next time, y'all know what it is, man. It's been
For sure.
lunchtime lesson. Shout out to homegirl Spice. Fuego done pulled up lunchtime takeover. To the next time, gone.